guys, welcome back to the next instalment of the Youth Academy RTG. If you're interested in FIFA 22 career mode, there was a video go up a couple of days ago. In fact, I may have followed up with a secondary video after that with some breaking news about FIFA 22 and what's coming for career mode. Obviously, I can't tell you everything yet, but everything that's been allowed into the public atmosphere, I've made a video to tell you about. So check the channel page for anything you may have missed with regards to the upcoming iteration of FIFA 22 career mode. Cracking on with FIFA 21 career mode here, and you can see that we are into the next round of the Europa League. We Manchester City to start today, which is a pretty important game. I'm hoping to actually be able to get the first leg done and dusted in a way that we can sim the second leg for the Europa League. It was a bit risky against Brighton, but we were 2-0 up in the second leg when I actually simmed to result, so I was 3-0 up on aggregate, so it wasn't as much of a risk, and it worked for us after a solid first leg victory against Red Bull Salzburg as well. So we'll do that if I can get a decent first leg win against Villarreal, and we'll sim Fulham and then play West Ham probably at the end of the episode as well, because they're kind of keen on our fourth spot, and I'm kind of keen on ensuring they don't get it. Mulholland is on his way back from injury, but as of yet isn't fit enough to start, but we'll be able to hopefully come off the bench if we need him. You can see Manchester City starting lineup on the right there. Mendy, De Ligt, Tar, Cancelo, Rodri, Foden, Bernardo Silva, Ferran Torres, Camavinga left wing, and Gomez. I'm not sure which Gomez, probably Maxi Gomez. We'll find out in due course, but they're starting with a 4-3-3. We're continuing on with our 4-1-2-1-2. It's not narrow, it's not wide, it's kind of in the middle, with Bull and Van der Voort pushed slightly further wide, but it's still quite narrow. But hopefully we can get a result here. I think just avoiding defeat against City would be a success. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. And let's jump straight in. Sailor with the throat. Ferran Torres trying to make a fool, and make a mockery, or both, of Lucas Bull. But he wasn't to be beaten by that. That was excellently read. Did superbly well to shake off the attention. Studer's trying to do the same here. City pressing hard, pressing well, but they've left Hefte, and Salim could be in here. And Salim, if he can get the shot away, he could beat Ederson at the near post, and he's done exactly that, and we lead by a goal to nil very early on in this game. Samar Salim has come alive in the second half of this season. It was all about Damian Tudor last season. This season, no one really got going superbly well with regards to their goal scoring. Damian Tudor wasn't firing on all cylinders, but Salim has stepped up to the plate. Back to Mendy and into Phil Foden. Cross to Camavinga again, and Mendy. Don't know how good. Actually, I don't think I've ever played against Camavinga. I can't recall. He's obviously a go-to for all career mode players. I don't think I've ever used him, nor can I remember playing against him, really, especially in a wide role anyway. Here is Maxi Gomez. Oh, it's a sharp turn and a lovely through ball, but we've got the block on Foden. It's weird seeing Foden with dark hair, have to be honest, after Euro 2020. But here's a counter, and look at Hefte pointing exactly where he wants it. Benjamin Mendy's not the fastest. If I can find the ball to Samar Salim. We could have gone 2-1 up, 2-0 up even, but he shanked that. That's not good enough. It's really poor. Rodri with a lovely ping out to Ferran Torres. Man United have actually had an equaliser scored against them. Oh, as do we. Brilliant header from the striker. Couldn't rise up with Nagy at the back post. And Maxi Gomez equalises for Manchester City. Crystal Palace scored through James Ward-Prowse. Man United dropping points would have been big for us. City dropping points would have been big for Manchester United. But they're on par with us now at 1-1. How big could that miss from Samar Salim prove to be come the end of 90 minutes? I hope. Not as big as it is at present. Salim out to Van der Voort. To Samar Salim again. And here is Damian Tudor. We'll try and spread that to Ferreira Schutter, which we've done well. I was going to play that to Lucas Bull. I wasn't sure if he'd be onside or not, so I cancelled it and tried to find a ball centrally and still ended up losing the ball. So it is what it is. Here's Bernardo Silva. He will look for Ferran Torres. Jenkins should get to that first and try and hold the defender off, hold the attacker off even, and work the ball about. Jesus, where did Rodri come from there? My God. Ah, don't foul him. I did foul him. Advantage was played, and he's buried it. From 1-0 up to 2-1 down. That press from Rodri, he wasn't even on the screen when I pressed pass. And then he just arrived. We're behind now. Yikes. We're going to be trailing at half-time, but I have faith that we can turn it around still. We might not be trailing at half-time even. If Lucas Ball can find a teammate here, I look and see Hefte on the edge of the box arriving. And Matthijs de Ligt arrives with a hell of a block. Tudor with a shot. De Ligt in the way again. We will be trailing at half-time. Back to Joao Cancelo again. I don't like this. Maxi Gomez, Phil Foden, keep him off his left. Pumphrey's intercepted nicely. We'll get that away. Van der Voort. Go on, Samar. He's arced wide with his run, which is excellent. Exactly what I needed. Matthijs de Ligt is with me. Inside here is Hefte. Ah, I've overdone it. I've overdone it. Tried to play the extra pass. I didn't fancy it on Hefte's right foot. I should have taken the shot. Chance has come, and I haven't taken it. If they score a third now, I'll be even more devastated. But we slow Camavinga up. We should hopefully hold on to the scoreline as it is for now. But I can't waste too many more opportunities to get myself back in this game. And Rodri. Fidel Preo wins it back again. We'll just go back and then away. That's well worked. Keep it away from the man that's closing you down and pass it so you don't lose it. Hefte's here again. Look at the man all the way on that far side. It's a lovely ball to Van der Voort. And I'm not going to waste the opportunity to shoot this time. But I probably should have looked for the pass. Because Van der Voort has spooned that well wide of the target. 3-star weak foot. He's not one of the players that's had that weak foot upgrade so far. Something to look into, certainly. Ah, oh, yikes. Milic is going to come on for Hefte, I think, into that cam roll. And maybe we can find an equaliser in the last 8 minutes. I've had to wait a long time for that clear-cut chance, and I've wasted it when it has come. But it's going to be Bernardo Silva to deliver the corner again. And it's whipped towards the near post. It's not the best. Neither is Van der Voort's clearance, to be fair. And only 1 minute added on. Is that it, really? Just 1 minute? That's game, then. There goes all of my chances. I'm going to win this back with Mulholland, but the referee will blow his full-time whistle before I can get clear. It's a defeat at home against Manchester City. We went 1-0 up. We had at least 2 chances to score a goal after that as well. But I wasn't able to do it. They were top. They will stay top. We were 4th. I believe we'll stay 4th if we can win our game in hand. But if other teams have played that extra game now, they might well actually be above us. Villarreal coming up in the first leg of the quarterfinals of the Europa League, which we will play. And just to double check the league position right now, we're still 4th. That was our game in hand, and our goal difference is still good enough to see us in 4th. We are level on points with West Ham and Everton. Everton, however, have played a game more, and that game in hand for us and West Ham will be against each other later in the episode. Fidel Preu has completed his development schedule, which is great. We will now go and adjust. I'm now going to go and... Well, actually, let's see if we can adjust his as well. No, it's going to take forever. Now I'm going to go and adjust Van der Voort's as well to give him the extra week foot if I can. There we go. Week foot. 18 weeks it's going to take to train him as an inverted winger. But hopefully that weak foot style will go up well before then. Right, I shall see you back at Barrowboy Lane for a game against Villarreal. Villarreal line up with Alan Saint-Maximin in the attack, as well as Jimenez and Antoine Griezmann. Houssem Aouar in their midfield as well. That's a strong front 6, you know. A really strong front 6. Their defence is certainly beatable, but so is mine. Their front line is where all of their talent is, and my front line is where all of my talent is. So, wait for a 0-0 draw with no goals and excellent defensive performances for both teams. Saint-Maximin into Griezmann and Raul Jimenez. Aouar out wide nicely, and here's Quintilla. Getting to the stage now where we are playing teams that genuinely are really dangerous. Obviously Salzburg, we would have been heavy favourites to win anyway, and Brighton, with the nature of the Premier League and the way that the teams are, you'd have expected us to win that one too. But this Villarreal side, not straightforward. We're getting to the stage now where I probably am going to have to play both legs in their entirety to ensure that we get the progression that we want. Salim looking through that gap for Van der Voort and found well Don't shoot on his right, Ches. We know that already. But can you find a teammate in the middle? Yes, you can. And we have a 1-0 lead. Tudor backs off the defender. And in the 26th minute, we take a 1-0 advantage in this first leg. But we went 1-0 up against City. And their good attack pulled it back. So, let's not get too carried away and complacent, shall we? A long way to go. Ricardo Pereira is being hounded here by multiple Barrow men. But the ball just keeps pinballing. Back to Villarreal. Awar. That little ball roll. Block it. Well done, Vidal Pereira. See what I mean about Vidal Pereira earning that spot right now in this defensive role. He's certainly playing very well. That was Pumphrey getting stuck in, and here's Vidal Pereira again, but I've sprinted too far there. We will get the foul though, at least, so the turnover in possession doesn't happen. They unfortunately will get all of their defensive plays back, so the counter-attack opportunity goes. But, oh, what an interception by Houssem Aouar. I stepped there, but Pumphrey didn't. Oh, I thought he was the only defender. I stepped with Jenkins to try and play Griezmann offside, but Pumphrey stayed where he was. Vermeulen with an important save to deny the blushes of his captain, who certainly would have been the reason that we conceded there. Playing Griezmann onside, all on his own. Hefte will deliver this towards the back post, and Van der Voort will make it 2. Yes! Big goal that. Daylight between the two sides. Let's go. Just going to bowl this out here. Really have many options. Villarreal man marking quite tightly, as they have done throughout the game. Hefte into Damian. If I could just find the angle to find that through to Salim, he would have been in. Oh, what a block by Kalimuendo as well. And they could get themselves a vital away goal here, Villarreal. Or maybe we could finish them off. Looking for Salim early through that gap. Samar, please. That is huge. That allows us the freedom to concentrate on the Premier League for the rest of the episode. Oh, how I needed it, though. Jesus. They cut the ball out really nicely with Kalimuendo and had me actually on the back foot there with basically just 2 defenders back. But we won it back off them, and Salim is so deadly at times. He missed that chance against City and I was furious, but having tucked that one away, I absolutely have forgiven him now. We're going to win by 3-0 here at home against Villarreal. That gives us a solid first leg advantage. We'll go and sim Fulham. We'll sim the second leg against Villarreal and then go and play a ginormous game in the Premier League against West Ham. Here we are then against Fulham. You can see that Salim is now on the top goal scorer list, up in 6th with 14. We've dropped to 6th with a lack of Premier League games being played for us in recent times, but you can see the gaps there on your screen. I'll bring it up so we can just have a quick check of goal difference. So we're on 57, West Ham are on 58. They've not been in good form. Their goal difference is worse than ours, and we only need 3 points from one game to go up level with Everton and above Everton on goal difference. So we're in a really strong position, provided we can get the wins in the games that we've got coming up. But it is always a good position to be having the points on the board rather than the games in hand. But thankfully we have got the win here against Fulham by 3-2. We were 3-1 up until the last 8 minutes where Onuma pulled one back. Van der Voort with 1, Salim, Van der Voort with 2, and Salim with the first after they went 1-0 up actually. There wasn't an aggregate score. I think the game just gets confused sometimes when you're in between 2 legs of a European tie, as you can see, or even perhaps the Carabao Cup semi-final. 2-1 to Lyon from the game at Old Trafford. Huge. Sampdoria held Juventus at home, or away from home as well. We obviously won 3-0, and Sociedad won 2-1 away from home against Leipzig. Sociedad have, who is it? Someone's top goal scorer charts for them. Timo Werner with 15. So I think Real Sociedad are a side to perhaps try and avoid in the next round. I will sim with a full strength 11. Or do I sim with... I'll tell you what, I'm going to sim with Rotato, but I'm going to put some more first string players into that team just before we sim. So I'm going to take Berger out and I'm going to put Pumphrey in. Bozovic and Varling are fine. I'm going to take Milic out and put Mulholland in. And other than that, we should be good enough with Tudor up top. A 3-0 first leg win. They line up pretty similar. And we win 1-0 anyway. And actually, it's Mulholland that gets the goal, the away goal. And Man United and Juventus both turn it round from their first leg deficits. Massive, huge results for both of those teams there. Right, Mulholland, I think, with that goal, has earned himself the right to come back into the starting lineup. Vidal Pereira, who's been playing well, and it's nice to know that I can rely on him. Right, Ronnie Tyler. I don't care about Ronnie Tyler's development schedule, let's be honest. Match rescheduled in May. Who have we got in the semi-finals of the Europa League? It could be Manchester United, it could be Juventus, it could be Real Sociedad. It's Juventus. Oh, God, Juventus. Juventus in a bloody semi-final. Oh, we might not make it, but we're looking good for a top 4 position in the Premier League. So hopefully we can get that done. Let's go and win against West Ham and we'll be in a much stronger position. West Ham's 11. Andre Lunin still in goal. Pavard, Balbuena, Balerdi and Omar Richards, the rest of their defensive line. Tolisso and Haidara. Fofana, Felipe Anderson and Galeno with Luis Javier Suarez up top. They're having a great season, but you've seen how their form has faltered in the past couple of games. And it is only the most recent couple of games, but we were level on points with them. We could now, if we win this, go 5 points clear of them. And that, surely at this stage of the season, would mean there's one less potential rival for that top 4 spot. Everton and Wolves are still sniffing. Is that a pen? It is. Van der Voort turns away from the left-back and Omar Richards has given us a penalty inside 4 minutes. They really are in the worst form possible at the minute, West Ham, aren't they? Victims... Well, not victims. Well, yeah, I guess victims of their own downfall. It's their own mistakes that are throwing games away, provided Lucas Ball can pop this spot kick in the bottom corner, which I will try and do. And time! Thankfully, it went down the middle. I didn't quite time my shot well enough. It could easily have gone wide. It didn't. We lead early doors. That's a relief. Through to Nagy. They're saying in commentary that they don't think that we really should be anywhere near where we are this season, and that the fans would be absolutely shocked to find ourselves where we are in the table. But with the, I admit, in the grand scheme of things, the side coming up from the Championship 2 years ago shouldn't really be challenging for a Champions League spot this early doors. And if it were FM, then we certainly wouldn't. But it's football. It's not Football Manager. It's FIFA, and in FIFA, players advance super quickly. Aston Villa take the lead against Manchester United. That's massive as well. As you guys well know, players advance super quickly, and by the time, especially if you started at the very bottom, by the time you get to the top, your team has already developed to the point of being Champions League or title winning already, just with the nature of development of the development plans and dynamic potential, etc. Salem, squeeze that to Tudor. Just needs to hold off the intentions of Pavard, and he can't do it. So it's no real surprise. I mean, if you just look at the team, look at that front six. That is absolutely a title-winning, Champions League challenging front six. Still, the defence needs work, but you know, when City were winning the league with, if you look at their FIFA ratings, players like Zabaleta and Kolarov as their starting wing backs, then you know we are as good as that. Certainly, we can improve though. And we will need to if we're to challenge for the title itself. But hopefully, we can still achieve what we want to this year, improve next year, and then achieve what we want to then as well. That's the plan. Time to put the plan in action. It is already well underway. Galeno. Good block by Jenkins. I just had to stand him up there and make sure that we got something on it. Tudor's done well to win that header actually and get it to Hefte. And now Mulholland. What can he do? He's got to impress because Vidal Pereira is itching to keep that first team spot, even though he's much lower rated. Van der Voort, oh, he's left the defender for dead again. They can't cope with Van der Voort today. And Bull, I should have passed that as soon as I hit it. And the man in the middle, I think it was Hefte, backed off. I thought, oh, I could have passed that there. Bull with the delivery. Come on, Rodri. Balerdi knocks it back out to Bull. I'm actually going to drill this to the edge of the box. It's Hefte that's in possession. Tudor looking for Hefte again. Never mind. Chance has gone, but we lead still, and there's only 7 minutes to go till half-time. 6 now. That's gone. It's got to go, surely. It hasn't. Galeno's kept it in. Lunge. I missed it. Oh, Nagy's in the way with an arm. He's in the way with an arm. Referee points to the spot. West Ham will have the opportunity to equalise from a penalty, just as we took the lead from a penalty as well. Hitting him on the arm there. On the hand, I think. And Luis Javier Suarez misses, but scores the follow-up. Oh, brilliant save from Vermeulen. All the way up went the ball, and no defender could get back there. How he saved that, I've no idea. Pumphrey just couldn't get there quickly enough. It drops out of the stratosphere, and Luis Javier Suarez, with excellent technique, does tuck away from open play. Brilliant finish. Oh, that's annoying though. When you save a penalty, you're absolutely desperate for it not to end up still in the back of the net from a rebound. Just ask Kasper Schmeichel. Salem fouled there, I think, but play continues. And Van der Voort's in. Oh, I was looking for Tudor. Well, it's opened up for Salem. And Lunins makes a good save. And that will be half-time at 1-1. As the clock ticks over to 90 minutes. 2 minutes are added on. And we're still at 1-1. There's been a lot of midfield play in this second half. But no real, or a lack of real, obvious chances. But if I can find Damien Tudor here, surely we'll win it. Now, Omar Richards gave away a penalty in the first few minutes. He has certainly stopped us winning with that block. Have you ever seen such an important block from a defender before? Wow. Pumphrey, he's too busy holding his face. Hefte blocked at source. That'll be game. Oh, 1-1. A draw doesn't really do either of us any good. We still have a game in hand on West Ham at least. And if Man United did draw at Villa Park, or did draw at Old Trafford against Villa, which they did, we could have closed the gap above us as well. Oh, that sucks. I think Liverpool are still up above us too. They are. Oh, the gap above us is a lot bigger now than I thought it was. Well, with a game in hand on Everton, Wolves were on 59, 2 points behind us with the same games played as us, but West Ham now, you'd like to think if we can win our game in hand, will be out of the question. Chelsea certainly out of the question. Fourth is still likely, but whether it's definitely not definite, is it? Tomorrow, Leicester, Juventus, Everton, Juventus. Christ. Everton 5th. Christ alive. This is going to be an intense season finale, isn't it? Right then, that will do us for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will be streaming F1 career mode this evening over on Twitch, so follow the link in the description. Come across and join me, and hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you here tomorrow for more of the Youth Academy. I'll see you then.